Hey everyone, welcome to the Seeds of Success podcast, hosted by Dottie San Martin and myself, Orly Rivera. This show is your weekly dose of knowledge, insights, and actionable tips to transform centers into striking successes. Whether you're a seasoned industry professional or just stepping onto the lanes, we've got you covered. So right now, Dottie, I got to tell you, when I was saying the intro, I felt like I was going to start stumbling down the stairs. I'm reading each one. And I'm like, okay, keep it going, keep it going. I was almost going to mess up, but I did it. So everyone, just to let you know, I'm not always perfect. I'm just going to let you guys know now.
Well, you know what? You're pretty close to it. So you did really well. So
everyone, what we're going to talk about today is, it's a little cold out there still, but we're going to start talking spring break, because before you know it, it's going to be here. And I know, Dottie likes to be early. It's not really early. You're just ready to go with things before it's here early.
Yes. Well, first of all, this year is going by so quickly, and you're right, Orly. I am a firm believer that you need to be very mindful of the time of year. You need to plan in advance. You don't want to just throw something together at the last minute and expect it to be successful. So at the very least, I hope that everybody listening here today has already gotten the school calendars from all the school districts in your area, and you are very well aware of when spring break is, and the universities and the trade schools, all that kind of stuff. Be mindful of when those are, because guess what? Now's the time that you need to be putting the promotions and the programs in place to entertain all of these guests during spring break.
Yeah, when it comes to spring break, that kind of, there's, I guess, different categories, you could say. Some people might be thinking, oh, spring break, on the beach or this and that. No, it's not just about the college students going out. It's also about, the younger students and just the families that are going to come in. So if there's a mom at home that has a couple babies, but now her middle school kids are on break too, she might be bringing in the whole family to come in, whether it's to bowl, to eat, to play games. So yeah, I think there's a bunch of different things that you could plan. Like I said, the younger ones, also your college people. And you never know, maybe some jobs even give spring break. I don't know. Dottie, are we getting spring break off?
Negative on that.
All right. I thought I would try.
Yeah, good try, but nope. That also, spring break is also an opportunity. Some may not realize this, but it's also when when school is out, working parents are suddenly faced with the decision of what are we going to do with our kiddos while we are still working, but they're out of school. So it poses a problem for a lot of working families. But many times what happens is those kids that aren't old enough to stay at home or have someone that can stay with them at the house wind up going to the child care centers that typically are for younger children, or, have an after school program. So they wind up going there. So why do I bring this up? Because it is a great opportunity to reach out to those child care facilities and offer some field trips. So that used to be the time of year that at the first of the year, I would get my field trip program for childcare facilities in place by the first of the year, so that I could promote it during spring break. And then I would also promote that same program during the summertime. So, that's something that you can think about. The nice thing about that is, as you said, spring break gives you opportunities. You've got these childcare facilities that are looking for some place to now entertain all these kids that they suddenly have because the schools are out. You've got your moms that are now got their kiddos home that they are looking for an activity. And then you've got the older teenagers and the college students. So if you look at it, you can fill your entire day because of the different age groups, right? Yeah. Daycare centers, if you are creative with the way that you promote your programs, you can give them an incentive to come in early in the morning while all the other kiddos still want to be sleeping in because it's spring break, right? So your lanes can be full from open to the time the kids get up, around what is that? 11 o'clock?
Yeah, probably.
Something like that. And then the afternoon is with, the moms coming in with their kiddos and so on and so forth. And then, of course, when it gets dark, you've got the college kids. I don't think they get up until 8 o'clock at night.
Right. Yeah. And speaking of having different people coming at different hours, that might be something you're going to look into. So if maybe you don't open till 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. usually during the week, this might be something that you're like, okay, let's switch our hours up this week or next couple of weeks during spring break. So yeah, look into that. And I think when doing that, you also got to think about staffing. Start looking into, do I have the people to cover for coverage? Let me start getting with some of these. I mean, you're going to have some of your students that are off, so they're going to want to make some extra money. So I think that's just something that you're going to have to look into also.
Right. And, for me, spring break was just like a holiday. It was packed. And so you really need to plan ahead of time to make sure that your staff is fully prepared. And that's another time where you can motivate them and let them know what they're getting ready to go into. Next week's going to be really busy, guys. I need all hands on deck. Make sure that you have your food accordingly. You've got plenty of food on hand. And then just make sure that schedule of your employees is solidified. Make sure that it's not uncommon for the high schoolers or the students to say, "Oh, well, I want to be off all week because it's my spring break." Well, if you wait till the last minute to plan your scheduling, then you could be caught with not enough coverage to adequately take care of your customers, and that's not where you want to be.
Yeah, no. These are all great tips. I think this is a great show because I think it's something that gets looked past. Some people are so focused, the holidays, Christmas just passed, New Year's just passed, Valentine's Day is a big one that we were talking about. And then they probably think, oh, a little break time. No. Yeah, spring break time. So, So don't forget about this, So I think it's a great topic that we brought up.
Yeah. And I think right now is the time that people really need to be thinking, not just about planning and scheduling and making sure you have enough food, make sure your shoes are good. You're going to be using a lot of smaller size shoes. So be planning for everything like that. But also you need to be thinking, what am I going to do? These people might be coming into my facility. Maybe they only come in twice a year. So I want to really entertain them when they come out. What am I going to do to make this? I want everybody that walks out my doors to go, "Oh my gosh, that was so fun." What am I going to do to entertain them? So, this is the time if you have some promotions in place that you're going to concentrate on, you got to get that message out to them. I know a lot of customers, as you said earlier, Orly, the scoring system has so many different things built into it that you can pull out and use. You've got those just random things that aren't based on any skill like Lucky Train or Lane Lotto. But there's other things where you could actually put some contests in place. And one of the things that I know, Orly, when you and I work with customers through our virtual marketing manager program, we have the spring break with character where you can do a build your character contest. And if the guests match that character, male or female, then they get to win a prize. That's a lot of fun, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then promote it on social media. If you're streaming live and you happen to, win a prize, you get a bonus prize or whatever, or share it on social media and the most likes gets a prize. So
all great ideas. And if you guys need, if you have any questions, feel free to email me because I'm going to be working during spring break. It looks like it.
I'm sorry to break that news to you, Orly, but you know what? It's a busy time for us. So, Well, you've got the seeds. Now it's time to grow. Join us next time for more Seeds of Success to help your dreams flourish.